so-called rock and roll capital of the world, Cleveland, Ohio, at First Energy Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Cleveland Browns. Here now to get us started is Logan Cook, and off we go from Cleveland. Anthony Schwartz going to bring it out. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. First play from scrimmage, Watson going to throw it. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. Finding room at midfield. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Watson's throw taken in by Cooper here. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. The Browns at 11-5 on the year. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here, and it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson over the middle, Amari Cooper, it's complete. Touchdown, Browns. Amari Cooper with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Browns are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now Lawrence. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. So, CD, here we are. You look at how well this offense has played all year, 16-0. Now, in most years, they'd be at home right now enjoying time off, their perfect season, getting ready for the postseason. But this is the decade of the 2020, so that means 17 games are what's needed to get to a perfect season. Would a win here make them an all-timer for you?
It would. It absolutely would. And I realize we're not comparing apples to apples because of the length of regular seasons. But if you think back to the 1972 Dolphins, they were 14-0 in the regular season. 3 wins made them a Super Bowl champion, so they were 17-0 total. Imagine getting through 17 now and then continuing on and winning the Super Bowl. They're an all-timer team already for me.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Pulled in at the 24. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you talk about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. Oh, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. That'll go as a 42-yard punt. They'll be aided by a loss of yardage on the return. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Lawrence. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
And it's fielded at the 34. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. They run it again with Chubb. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll try the air now with Watson. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
On 2nd and goal, Watson. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Deshaun Watson. And the Browns are off to a 13-0 first-quarter lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Buying time to his left. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Watson now to throw. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Now it's Watson. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
But the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
Again, it's Watson. Looking for Cooper, that's complete. Shoves him aside. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Chad Muma brings him down on that one defensively.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On 2nd and 7, Watson. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
They'll run with Chubb. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Watson out to his left. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Browns have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now 21-0. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 39 yards there, a big one. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Lawrence to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
As we've seen, their first 2 drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. And he comes back with one complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 18. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now Lawrence to throw. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Straight ahead, Etienne. And it's a fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Eluding the pressure right. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk from 3 yards out. And the Jaguars are able to cut into that deficit. The point after is good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Here's Schwartz bringing it out of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
To throw again on second down. Watson, that's out to Chubb, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Watson on first down. And that is incomplete.
But one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Watson to Njoku there for the Cleveland first. Watson looks to throw again. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Working with a 2nd and 3. Faking the give. Now Watson. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Here's Watson. He's got the connection to Cooper. And he is going to have a Browns first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Up the middle. It's Chubb. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. York able to send this one through, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any one of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit, as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And now the ball's out, fumbled near midfield. And this is picked up by the Browns. 30, 10, 5, and he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD.
The York on now for the extra point.
And the lead is now 24. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On first down, Lawrence.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley.
Batted by the safety, but caught anyway. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished. On first and 10, it's ETN.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
59 yards on the ground for him so far.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown.
Trevor Lawrence.
A 4-yard touchdown scamper.
And the Jaguars are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Lawrence going to look to throw for it.
And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Here's Schwartz bringing it out of the end zone.
And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a first and 10.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Chubb will get the call running left. And he stopped immediately there.
Devon Hamilton with the tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Back to throw, Watson.
And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
From the 50, it's Watson. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 37. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Chubb on first down, no room to roam as he struggles just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
To throw is Watson. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. Here's Watson. And that will be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
York able to send this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
And he's going to be out of bounds. Here is the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think
he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 35. Well, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in the cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Lawrence. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open just a split second too late on the release. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Calvin Ridley halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Jaguars have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights, and they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The
Browns drive about to get started. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Watson. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. On 2nd and inches, Lawrence finds his tight end Ingram. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well. ETN up the middle. And some space here. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. 130 yards for him now on the ground as he goes over the century mark here. I'd say he's ready for the playoffs ahead, no doubt. And they'll run with ETN. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Finding ETN here, catching it on the out route. Touchdown, Jaguars! Travis Etienne from 4 yards out. And the Jaguars have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Things sure were looking good for them at the half. Heck, off the air, you and I were just saying they might run away with this thing and cruise to a victory. Not anymore.
Yeah, the cruise control has to be off at this point. Now you've got to mash the gas yourself. Again, who's going to step up and make a big play for you? Who's going to take care of business now that you're being pressed? It is definitely go time for them at this moment.
All of a sudden clinging to a slim lead and hoping to hold on to that lead. They give to Chubb out of the gun. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them, because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's really a difficult task.
The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. And they'll go again with Etienne. And he's got some space here. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 162 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year. Here's Lawrence. They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Line of scrimmage to 43 on 2nd and 4. A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Throwing now, Lawrence. Open man is Kirk, complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 26. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Come on, set.
Back to the ground with Etienne. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Back to throw. Lawrence going for it all. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
There you go.
Lawrence. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. And a great game comes down to this. Time for one play, and they've got to get it in the end zone.
And I want every cover guy I've got in the game on defense, every extra defensive back who can make a play on the football. So whether it's nickel, dime, quarter, whatever you want to call it, I want 5, 6, 7 guys back there.
He'll look to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final
seconds. So the Jags will keep the offense out there as they'll decide to go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
It's a squib kick that still makes its way down inside the 15. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
And a fun, close ball game comes to it.